shunned the nationwide protest against economic hardship and insecurity. The protest, which began on Thursday, is built to last until 10 August. ATN reports that the protest failed to hold across Enugu, Anambra, Imo, Abia, and Ebonyi states on Thursday. Minimal human and vehicular movements were observed on Thursday. Many street shops, banks, and petrol stations did not open for business. Indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, yesterday warned Ndigbo not to take part in the End Bad Governance nationwide protest, saying that Nigerians who know the meaning of Emilokon should carry their cross. IPOB also told Ndigbo to be vigilant and be on guard, alleging that the federal government has perfected plans to make them targets of the ongoing attack in some parts of the country, adding that they have singled Mr. Peter Obi and some other notable Igbo sons as targets. The pro-Biafra group said it was not in support of the protest, neither did it encourage Igbo sons and daughters to be part of it. It said that it is categorically against the protest and urged Ndigbo to shun it. IPOB, in a statement by its media and publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, entitled "Nigerian Government Targets Ndigbo During the Peaceful End Bad Governance Protest in Nigeria," urged Ndigbo not to be part of the protest, but to be protective of their lives and properties during the protest. I mean, even on social media, it's been everywhere. Even, at some point, Senator Shehu Sani came out to also add his voice, and he asked, why are the Southeast states not protesting? He also asked, have people observed that the Southeasterners are not protesting? In response, Enugu, some indigenes in Enugu said that they have joined the protest by sitting at home. That was their statement, that they are sitting at home, and that is their own way of protesting. And to a large extent, yeah, in the Southeast, there were no protests. In Imo State, a day before, in fact, on Monday in Imo State, there have been shootouts in the capital city of Imo State up until Wednesday. And ironically, on Thursday, everywhere was peaceful. There was no protest in Imo State. What do you have to say to that?
The Igbo nation have been making statements in Nigeria, and they seem not understanding it.
The Nigerian system, the Nigerian government seem not to understand.
Nigerian government, in fact, not just Nigerian government, Nigerians,
okay,
other ethnic groups in Nigeria, they don't seem to understand.
Okay.
In 1967, Igbo nation made a statement. They picked up guns against the Igbos. In 1979, the Igbo nation made a statement during the Shagari incoming government. In 1983, every attack was on the Igbos when Buhari came to power.
As a military
ruler. You see that all the Igbo politicians were arrested and jailed. Their northern counterparts were not touched. And we were watching. As a young man, I was watching. It goes in that progress, in that manner, until now. You discover that last year, Igbo man contested for the office of the president of Nigeria and won, but was denied. Because they said Igbo should not rule. Why should Igbo not rule? Is Igbo not part of Nigeria? Now look at this group now that are talking, the indigenous people of Biafra. What is bringing about this agitation? What is bringing about creation of indigenous people of Biafra? Is it not because of marginalization? As this. The only statement that put the current president to sit was Emiloko. And me as Igbo man, I don't know the meaning of Emiloko.
But you wore your dress today and told me I'm looking like Emiloko today. Wasn't that what you
because that's how I do see him look.
Okay.
So I decided to dress like that. I am acting based on what I say. I don't know the meaning of my dressing.
Oh, interesting.
So, and why I dress like this? So that those protesters will think I am with the federal government. So law enforcement agencies will not harass me.
Interesting.
But however, let us put that aside. Look at the Southeast. They say Igbo Nweze. The Igbos do not have king. They don't speak in one voice. But you see that when Owazwike came up to declare sit-at-home protest in his time, I think that should be either 2004 or 2003. 2003, 2004. It took part in all. In fact, every Igbo man shut down. Businesses shut in Southeast. And that same protest keeps on going. Yesterday I protested. I commend the Igbos for this. Yes, we said P2B should come up. A man who has a template to better Nigeria, to turn Nigeria from consumption to production. They say no. We just by mere emiloko, we want to be in power. And they are in power. And we are seeing the results. Why they are complaining that they are hungry? We, the Southeasterners, are eating well. Now, they say we are going to the street. The Southeasterners say we are not coming out. I protested yesterday because I didn't cross my gate.
Oh, so you protested by sitting at home?
Yes, now I have to follow my people. Look, I'm a Nigerian. But before becoming a Nigerian, I knew myself as Igbo man. Before knowing myself as a Nigerian. It was when I went to school, I began to hear about Nigeria. But as I was growing up, seeing myself, I knew I was Igbo man. So when I went to school, they said I should put my hand like this. So the first time, the thing didn't reach.
To know if your hand can...
and Headmaster Anya Diegu was pointing his cane on my stomach. The thing caused me a stomach ache and asked me to go home. So I now began to feel that these people that are bringing school, they are really not good with us. I cried. So, but now look at it. In the entire nation, 5 states backed out of street protest. If I'm not asking the government to recognize them, because you discover that even in this protest, the federal government and their aides have been attacking the Igbos, trying to link it to P2B. Yesterday, I saw a video that was edited and put P2B in it by the aid of AI as a part of the protest, moving in a crowd. I say, wow. Who is this man that you are pursuing him like this? Is it not simply because he came from a tribe you hated? And despite all your hatred for them, they keep thriving. Now, he is not part of the protest, but he said that protest is a legal thing. People should be allowed to protest.
Some of the interviews that were done and some feedback from people who did not engage in the protest, particularly in Lagos State and in the Southeast as well, made reference to elections, the presidential elections, and how Igbos were treated in Lagos. And they said that they voted for their choice, and in that instance, P2B. And after the presidential election was done and Tinubu was sworn in, I mean, it was clear what was playing out in Lagos State against the Igbos, the policies against the Igbos, bringing down the markets where Igbos were trying to take over, issues, basically, where the policies were not Igbo friendly. And if you recall, during the presidential elections as well, when Igbos came out to vote, videos came out where they were asked not to vote and some were actually attacked. So now the Igbos are now saying, particularly in Lagos State, if we voted and by exercising our fundamental rights, the right to vote, we were attacked and there were policies churned out against us. You recall that the president lost out in Lagos State, a massive vote by certain persons in favor of the Labour Party. Now, and the Igbos are saying this was the reaction against us. Why should you, so you wanted this government is now here. Why should we join you in the protest? Because in the first place, we did not vote for this government. That is for people domiciled in Lagos State. That was their concern. And now, IPOBs are saying this protest is targeted. Again, what the question is, if during election, by voting for P2B in Lagos and not voting for Tinubu, this backlash happened. And you recall that even after the protest, there was a massive outrage and push. Even on social media, you could see the hate. People wanted Igbo people to leave Lagos and go back to the Southeast. And, some people were calling on Igbos in Lagos. What are people doing there? Come back. But when you look at it, this is not fostering national peace and unity. It is disintegrating the country instead of bringing us together. So granted, on one hand, the concerns around their security, if they should even engage in this protest, is one thing. But on the other hand, the entirety of Igbos cannot say that they are free from the hunger. There are some Igbo people who are hungry.
The Igbos are not saying that they are free from the hunger. But the
but
truth
you're
is
saying
this.
compared to other ethnic groups, the number of Igbos who are hungry.
Not at all.
Okay.
But the picture I'm trying to paint here is that Igbos are used to hunger. Follow me. Igbos are used to hunger after the war, Nigerian Civil War, which was targeted against the Igbos. The Awolowo suggested to Gowon government to seize all the assets, all the monetary assets of the Igbos in the bank, and gave them only £1. £1 is equivalent to 2 naira. Then, so every Igbo millionaire you see today survived from 2 naira. Yes. Now, by that period, my parents told me how hunger dealt with them.
They ate lizards.
Oh, I ate lizard too. I ate lizard. There's this grasshopper that I used to smell. I don't know its name.
The green one.
Yes, the green one. I ate it. So now we have been good at suffering hunger, and it has developed our skin that we can even thrive in the midst of hunger. So we try to show Nigerians, other ethnic groups in Nigeria, who felt that with or without Igbo people, you can't survive without Igbos in Nigeria. Now, you want to protest against this government because you are hungry. And the Igbos say, there's an adage I want to say in Igbo language. Maybe you interpret it for me. Ogoro, abogemata, mboyi. What does it mean? Harmattan is not the first cold experience a newborn is having. Harmattan is not the first cold experience. So to us, this hunger in Tinubu government is not our first experience. We are used to it. So to us, it is a normal way of life. But to you, it's like you are suffocating.
But the Igbos, there have been videos trending on social media. The Igbos, some of the Igbos, let me not generalize, have been mocking the protest.
Why wouldn't they mock the protest?
They have been mocking the protest by actually, there are videos trending where you see group of men gathered.
Put meats and the drink and beer.
Chicken
and said that's our way of protesting.
And they said, oh, you saw the videos as
yes,
well.
now.
And they said that is their way of protesting. By that statement, they are not telling protesters that they are hungry.
They are mocking
the
protesters.
That we have food.
You wanted this government enjoy it to the full.
All right. Okay.
Now, in as much as I know that it is affecting me, and as a priest, I have crowd as my children. I have multitude as my children. When they are hungry, I am hungry. When they are feeling bad, I'm feeling bad. That is why you see me always defending the masses.
All right.
Not professionally. But defending the masses as a raw native man of the masses.
Okay.
I chose my words. I refuse to sound professional when I appear on screen. But I sound raw, the way a market woman will sound. So the way the people are now saying, and look at it again, if the Igbos should come out to protest, you will be amazed that the government will mobilize. If I may use the word, I don't like using this word hoodlum because I don't really know who actually is a hoodlum today. They will mobilize some people against the protest and cause mayhem and shoot at the people and kill the Igbos. Right. So the Igbos now knowing these things say, okay, we are not strong enough. We are like millipede. You have stepped on us. We'll coil ourselves to a corner. You that step on us will begin to scrub your feet against the shrubs. So for me, Igbos should be commended for this. And let other ethnic groups learn from them. And in the next election, let the needful be done.
All right.